are you all? And we're here with the Unstaged Mom. So we are gonna focus on curriculum today, and I'm gonna talk about the different methods and different curriculum that's out there. But before you choose and spend a lot of money on curriculum, it's super important that you know your learning philosophy or your education philosophy. So I'm going to break it up into two categories because there are 6, 7, 8, 9, I'm losing count now, different methods in homeschooling that are being used right now. So the 6 common methods, we have traditional, we have Charlotte Mason, we have the Montessori method, we have Waldorf, and unschooling. But I'm going to talk about 2, traditional and non-traditional. And people even mix them and use both, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's good to know what these methods include. So traditional is more like a textbook box curriculum method. Occasional hands-on experiments in science, separate subjects into their own categories, extensive reading and writing assignments, teacher-led, and evaluates children for mastery. So those are all these criteria that make up the traditional forms of curriculum. Then we have non-traditional, and it says here, there are a variety of books, including living books or classics, hands-on in nature and life. So Charlotte Mason is very hands-on in nature. And a lot of these non-traditional methods use real outdoor experiences to teach. Holistic approach, so they consider the whole child, relationships between concepts. So they go a little bit deeper. It's not just level 1 thinking that's required from the child, it's also level 2 thinking. They want the child to use their critical thinking to see how relationships are developed between things. Includes role play, creative arts, and real life events as teachable experiences. So it does open up a little bit more to the arts. Little focus on evaluations. So non-traditional methods like Charlotte Mason, Montessori, Waldorf, all of those types of methods are non-traditional, and they really focus on the whole child. It's child-led. So the teachers aren't teaching for several hours, but they are teaching in small chunks of time, and they teach them how to master things, but the child is doing, and the child is putting their own brain effort into it to learn. So you really have to think, how much time do you have to spend with your child in homeschool? So before you choose a curriculum, like I said, and spend hundreds of dollars on something, you have to ask yourself these 3 questions. So get ready to write them down. Number 1, what is your child's learning style? So how does your child like to learn? Do they jump around a lot, tap their fingers? Maybe they have trouble sitting still to learn. So your child might be more kinesthetic and they might like to learn while doing. So what is your teaching style? Do you enjoy teaching your child? Are you okay with spending a long period of time with your child in books and teaching them and correcting their tests? If you do enjoy that and you see a purpose in it, then you might want to do a traditional textbook method. How much money are you willing to invest? So let's say you have $1,000 to invest in curriculum. You can choose amongst so many different curriculum, but let's say you have $100 to invest in curriculum. Well, there we have to get creative. And their mom might have to use the library, or she might have to reach out to other homeschool families who may have used curriculum for her. So don't be afraid to reach out to your local moms group. Does your child love to read books, explore nature, spend time drawing and creating on his free time? So is your child really independent? They just like to do things, and they're like a butterfly, and they just hop from one place to another and create and go about their day, and they're happy doing it. then your child could really do more child-led learning. So whenever you observe your child getting into something and they have questions, trust me, they will have questions. You just answer those questions as you live your life. You write about them, and you can just get the right books to go along with what your child is interested in. And that can be considered as homeschooling. So you might hear people say we are eclectic or we're relaxed homeschoolers, and they all fall into their own category. And these can be broad sometimes. But you might run into someone who is a Charlotte Mason purist, and she only follows what Charlotte Mason taught for her time period. You might run into someone who's textbooks only, and she really has a busy life and doesn't have time to do all the planning and everything required to customize her child's curriculum, and that's okay. And that is why we are homeschooling, because we can choose the method that fits our children and our families and our lifestyle. So what if you don't enjoy really teaching your child? What if you have trouble taking the time out of the day, or maybe you don't know enough and you don't feel confident enough to teach your child? There are open and go curriculums out there, like master books that are really simple to use. You just open them up and you read as you go along, and you learn alongside your child. So now, not only are you educating your child, you are educating yourself for a second time. And this is so rewarding for many moms. I hear them saying, I forgot everything I learned in elementary school. I really didn't remember much that I learned in elementary and in high school. So now I'm sitting down alongside my child, and I'm actually learning and liking it, and we're enjoying it and having fun. And that is the purpose of homeschooling. You want to find what works for you and your family. Remember, if there are relationship issues between you and your child, if you haven't developed a healthy relationship with your child, you are going to have trouble. Because let me share a secret with you. Homeschooling is successful when you have the heart of your child, when your child trusts you as their guide and teacher. And no matter what philosophy you believe in, if your child can focus and listen to the things that you are sharing with him, it's going to be more enjoyable. We will never know completely where our children are going. We will never have the big picture of exactly what's going to happen in their lives. But if we know how to follow the voice of God, He will give us techniques, He will give us strategies, and He will help us reach the heart of our child so we can do these things. Thank you for watching another episode of The Unstaged Mom, and I'm really looking forward to speaking about relationships in the next video. Have a good one.